this one. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the BYU Cougars taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So BYU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's English. This one's complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Sets up the screen. Brings into the open. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Makes the grab. Touchdown, Arizona State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 7-0. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's English. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, BYU. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. The lone back's got it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Takes the handoff. It's Floyd. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's English. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got him downfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it and move on and play the next play.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Now on 1st down from the 30.
Let's go.
To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. He might want another play. Got the back over the middle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
Turning it on! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Using the quick game. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Gets the back moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Wide out trying to get it in.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Trying to find the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Dropping back, it's English. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They boot it away. He'll field the bunt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe.
The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll try the run. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. These
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushes loose. Go get that QB.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Second down coming up. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Cougars! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it in. It's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on you on 2nd down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He's got his man. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from pay dirt.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air. Oh.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Cougars will hustle to the line.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Dropping back, it's English. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Gonna run it. It's Floyd. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that one did not work. Well, they got the completion, but there is still plenty of work to do here on 4th down.
Yeah, you'd love for this to be a no-brainer and be inside the 1, and it's easy to go for it. This is that little mid-range situation. Listen, offensively, you practice for this. I think you still stay aggressive. 4th down nowadays means go for it.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Quick strike complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on 4th down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, it's just going to come up and try and draw them off sides and get a cheap one and get a cheap first down. But no, this coaching staff, they decided to go out and not just go for it, throw for the first down, and they